Technology means science of craft. It's a collection of skills, methods, processes, and techniques used to accomplish knowledge on how to develop and use basic tools. When we talk about technophobia, it's not only a fear of computers and other machines, it's also a fear of developing our skills and tools, and therefore fear of progression. But is progression always a good thing? Professor Kevin Warwick is someone who's very pro-technology. He's a 63-year-old professor of cybernetics, and he has a Bachelor of Engineering from Aston University and a PhD in computer control from Imperial College London. Professor Warwick, are you ever questioning what you're doing and whether it is right or wrong?
I wouldn't say that my choice of work is always based on the moral acceptance of it. What I love doing is research, opening the box, and seeing what's there, also without the acceptance of others. There are some things that I do not feel as morally right. I therefore choose to work on the basis of my own opinions and not others. For example, a lot of parents have offered me large sums of money to develop a tracking implant for children. I have refused all of those offers so far.
Wendell Berry is an American farmer, poet, and journalist. He's an 83-year-old cultural critic living in Kentucky. During his time as a writer, he has written various novels, short stories, poems, and essays. Mr. Berry, why do you insist on not buying the electronics that could potentially make your job much easier?
I would present myself as an environmental activist. Environmentalism is the philosophy regarding concerns, protection, and improvement of the environment. So how could I write conscientiously against the rape of nature if I were, in the act of writing, implicated in the rape? The problem with pollution is that it's not only harming my life and the others around me, but as C.S. Lewis said, if your choices are on a grand enough scale, it's possible to make choices for people unborn that they perhaps wouldn't make for themselves.
Mr. Berry, you say that you do not want to participate in the environmental pollution the technology industry is doing. But if we look at the United States EPA from 2017, shows that paper generates the sixth largest amount of industrial air, water, and land emission in the United States. That is all the paper people like you are using instead of writing and reading on the modern recyclable papers on the screen.
And if you look at the pollution made by the computer industry, it is not only in the production, but also in the process of elimination. So why is it important to develop our technology when we still can't protect our nature in the process?
Along with developing our technology, we are enhancing our skills and knowledge about this world. When we look at the human body, it has a frustrating amount of limits, and when we are able to connect our brain to a computer, we will be able to think in a completely different way, open up for a lot of opportunities, like understanding things in more dimensions. Right now, our human limitations makes it impossible for me to even imagine the possibilities. We have already helped people suffering from Parkinson's disease by creating a neural stimulator implant to help stop tremors. If we keep on researching in the medical areas, we can engineer the human body and maybe someday treat other illnesses like schizophrenia or even headaches.
I wouldn't say that the developing ourselves in the medical field is a bad thing, but illnesses and the limitations of the human body is a part of nature. Creating these computer parts might help a lot of people, but I do not see that computers are bringing us one step closer to anything that really matters to me. Peace, economic justice, ecological health, political honesty, family, and community stability. If we can't use technology in these fields, do we really need it? We are losing our social life when we should focus on making our home and our family the important parts in our lives. Not going to work every day with the ambition of making the humans lazier by making robots do everything for us.
Technology can certainly be dangerous for society as a whole, as it can and maybe will replace all people in factory jobs with robots. But at the same time, it's something that could definitely help us all in our everyday lives. Nobody can know for sure the impact of the technology being developed today, but I'm certainly hoping for a brighter tomorrow.